the main reasons you may feel like you lack confidence in whatever you're doing and also associating with your colleagues and the people around you. This has always happened to many people, maybe because they feel like they are new in a place, they feel like they can't really associate with the people around them, or the boss and the superior being so hard on them. This has lacked, this has caused a lot of inferiority complex to the workers in all countries and workplaces all over the world. And today, this evening, we are going to ask, or we will be asking some people about experiences like that happened to them, or anyone they know anywhere around the world, or maybe the neighbor, the friend, colleague, and maybe there's some assistant bosses or assistant superiors who also feel they are humiliated publicly, and they really feel like they've been made to feel small in front of the others. And in this particular moment, these people or these participants are going to help us know how this happened to them and how they managed to overcome such kind of scenario.
Certainly, lack of confidence at a certain place sometimes arises out from, like maybe from the people you are staying with or you are working with. And again, those people who are trying maybe to treat you in another way, like not maybe like they are trying to promote you, and they are trying to show off that maybe what you're doing is not right. And sometimes when you are like speaking something, it seems as if you can't put forward like something that is right or that can build a certain situation from one step up to the other.
I have ever worked as a sales agent, so whereby you move with certain commodities. So there are certain places whereby you're restricted not to enter. So in such situations, you find that me personally, I was involved whereby I was to enter to the Ministry of External Affairs, and always they have to check what you have in your bag or in your anything you're carrying. Of course, they check. So, well knowing that some commodities you are not supposed to enter with. So, what happened to me? I didn't have enough confidence for me to pass through, because they are always promising me to check. But what helped me is when I looked back and I asked myself, why am I here? Why am I hesitating to enter? So what helped me is the confidence that I picked. Of course, at first I lost it, but I had to pick it again. So it is the one which helped me to overcome that. So when I entered inside, I made sales, and it was my great day. Because of all the days I worked in that company, that's the day I made a lot of money. So always what is very important is regaining the confidence, because of all times we lose confidence.
But now again, lack of confidence has in other words comes from like maybe someone not trusting in his or her self. Like maybe is that sense of fear, like you don't even also trust in yourself. So you find that like maybe someone naturally is like suffering from maybe public hemophilia, and like sometimes when you trust yourself, like maybe when you think like you can make it, however much you don't have, that probably may lead to the failure or what, I don't know, like lack of confidence maybe. I think that's what I have as for now.
But have you ever experienced that yourself? And if so, what was your greatest fear among your colleagues and superiors?
Actually, the person to live with people, or maybe to couple all that confidentiality, is somehow to grow with high caliber. Maybe you need to also have courage when you are encountering people with different behaviors and characters. So you have to also look for the way out to do what to succumb with that. So maybe I came out with like maybe that's one thing I started from those when you just trust yourself, then you can do everything. Because however much people are trying to demoralize you, to treat you in another way that it couldn't be favorable to you, but you have also to be courage and be strong or heartily strong so that you can succumb or tolerate with those kind of inconducive people.
What were your fears and strengths? I mean, when you feel like you are demoralized publicly and you feel like you've lost confidence and morale for work.
First of all, don't have to lose morale for work. Because why? When you see that something, however much it's so hard, you don't have to do what? You don't have to give up. So you have to be all that perseverant and patient. So when that goes in you, so everything you can achieve.
Your advice to the people who always face the same difficulties from their workplaces, be it from their colleagues or their superiors or mostly bosses?
Actually, there is no.
Go ahead.
Actually, there is, even if it's a flat, like maybe the road is street, I don't think you will ever find the road that is street. And sometimes, for sure, you know, if you can climb a mountain, however much it's so hard to climb, but you know that if you climb, then you have something important from that mountain. So you have to work head and tail so that you reach up to the top of the mountain, where you can get something that could help you in the near future or the coming future or just for life. That's it.
Thank you very much.
But what's very important is to regain it. Because we are all humans, there are certain situations you can feel like you cannot do. But what's very important is to regain it.
What can you tell those people outside there who face similar cases or similar instances, like the way you faced or like what you faced during your previous work or let me say occupation from different or your former place of work?
Yeah, what's very important is to believe in yourself, self-esteem. Secondly, is to know why you are there. Because if you are in that place for work, which means there are so many things that will happen to you, and it doesn't mean that you should be scared. And there is another aspect again, is that you have to prepare for unknown. Because you may reach to the workplace expecting something to happen, and another thing which you never expected may happen to you. For example, you may find that your boss, maybe you are being used to chatting what, but that day it may happen that maybe he or she had a problem at home or anywhere. So which means he or she may come with a different attitude. So when that situation comes, what's very important is you to find a way of overcoming it. Because, as I said before, you prepare for unexpected. So there are some things that happen to us at workplace. So it is not going to happen every day. So what I can say is